Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I've got a bit of a different video, and this is a year-end roundup because we're now at mid-December. There are no new scent of the months coming out for 2022. We have got them all. I have warmed them all except for one. And we're gonna just kind of go through the scent of the months of the year. And I thought it would be fun to just kind of go through all of the different scents, what categories Scentsy did more of and what they did less of. And then I guess I thought I would rank them in my order of preference, as well as let you know what I think sold the best or what did the best or was the most popular. So I thought it would be just kind of fun to go through all of these. Some of these are like a blast from the past because it feels like January was a really long time ago and we would have gotten these in December in some cases. So that feels like it was a long time ago. It was a full year ago. So it's been a while for some of these. Of course, some of them are like current this month. So we have cinnamon pine cones as a scent of the month for December. That is in this basket because it is a 2022 scent of the month. And so that one is fresh in my mind. And so yes, we will just get started. So before we go through the actual scents themselves, I thought it would be fun to just kind of note what scent categories Scentsy did most of in the scent of the months. So in January, they started out with a fruity scent in Sun Ripened Berry. February, they went into fresh with Sunburst Bamboo. March, they did floral. It was a fruity floral though, with Hey Tiger Lily. April, they did fruity. It was Ruby Nectarine, very fruity. Pink Lemon Water for May was floral. Bakery, but fruity bakery for June with Red, White, and Berry Pie. Another very fruity scent for July in Desert Tropics. Then we had fresh in August with Glacier Water. And then September, we went full bakery for a little while. We had Gimme Candy, and then October, we had Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. Both of those were bakery. November, we had Sweet Orange and Evergreen, which is a woods category scent. And then December, we rounded out with Cinnamon Pine Cones, which is a wood spice type scent. I would say it's woody or spicy, whichever one you wanted. So yeah, the scent category I think we had the least of then would be woods and spice. Then we had a couple fresh, a few bakery, and then quite a few fruity, and a couple floral. But fruity and bakery seemed to be the scents that were the most commonly done. Okay, so now we'll just kind of go through. And so now we've kind of gone through the names in order. I'm going to go through my scent preferences by rank from lowest to highest. So it should come as no surprise, based on my recent review of the scent, that this is my least favorite scent of the month of the year, and this is Cinnamon Pine Cones. This I don't think is an unpopular scent. I think this is actually going to be one of the more popular scent of the months for the year. I think most people are going to enjoy this. I don't know, I can't get on board. To my nose, it smells like wet cat fur. I just can't. But the Scentsy description of this is: the warm scent of sparkling pine cones adorns classic fir balls and branches, and a classic hint of sweet cinnamon stick. And so there is some, yeah, I mean, there's some cinnamon here, and there's like a green, like kind of fresh green note here. Yeah, to my nose, I can't do this one, but that is my least favorite of the year. Performance on this one is okay. Just scent preference for me is very low. But again, I do like woods and spice category scents. I'm glad they did one for the scent of the month, because I think a wood or spice category scent for December is a good choice. And I do think a lot of folks will like this. My 11th favorite scent, or one that I actually don't like, is the March scent of the month, Hey Tiger Lily. I do not have a bar of that one here. I finished my bar and I didn't repurchase another one. So Hey Tiger Lily was wild tiger lily, perks up sugared mandarin, and luminous jasmine on a bright, beautiful sunny day. And that was a floral category bar. And when I was ranking these, I liked almost all of the scents of the month except for these last couple. So when I came down to it, I was trying to decide which one would get 12th place. Would it be Hey Tiger Lily or would it be Cinnamon Pine Cones? Because I don't like either one of those scents all that much. But if it came down to it and you made me put a bar in my open layout, I would choose Hey Tiger Lily. To me, that bar has a very pretty mandarin note that does do nicely for the first little while. And it did perform for a fairly long time. It's just that that lily note came up more as it went on. But I did enjoy that one for the first few hours, and it smells a lot like Clinique Happy, which is a perfume I know a lot of people enjoy. So that one did win out over Cinnamon Pine Cones for me. Not a bar I would repurchase, but a bar that I could enjoy one time quite nicely. Then next place is number 10. Number 10 is February scent of the month, Sunburst Bamboo. This one is Lush Sunburst Bamboo and Crisp Cucumber under a sheer canopy of peony offer a tranquil escape. And this one is fresh. This was a nice choice for about that time of year when you're just kind of wanting something refreshing and green. Scentsy did a lot of green type scents last spring and summer, and this was the first of many. To my nose, this is nice. It's pleasant. There's nothing unique about this scent or exciting about this scent, but it is pretty. Yeah, I mean, I can smell the bamboo. I can smell cucumber. I don't get as much of that peony as I would like. And there is something kind of changing on the bottom of this bar. I would say this is one that probably won't age great. So if you have bars of this, I would use them soon. I will be enjoying this in the bathrooms probably. It's a nice bathroom scent. It's nice and clean and crisp and green. If you like green, crisp type scents, you'll probably really enjoy this. But I would encourage you to pull your bars out because something's changing on the back of this bar. Yeah. It'll probably be good for another year or so, but sometimes these green type scents, like green tea notes especially, I've found in like perfume and stuff like that, green tea notes specifically don't hold up all that great. There is no green tea in this, but sometimes those notes have crossover, and I don't know. I would use this soon. Number 9 spot for me is August scent of the month, Glacier Water. This one is glacier water rushes into a mountain stream peacefully flowing over bright bergamot, aquatic lavender, and driftwood. And it is a fresh category scent. This one's very pretty. I've not actually warmed this scent, but it's very pretty. When this came out, it was August. I just wasn't feeling it that right then. This is very pretty though, and I think it's aging nicely. This reminds me a lot of the vitamin, which one was it? Vitamin Soothe, Vitamin S, the blue bar from the All Is Well collection last winter. It reminds me a lot of Vitamin Soothe and also a little bit of Atlantic Air. That driftwood note in here is very pretty. It is kind of like a nice aquatic scent, kind of like a sea mineral type scent. It's very nice. Like I said, I just wasn't feeling it when it came out, but I am feeling it now and I will warm it soon. So I can't give you a warm review on this. I have not warmed it. It is the only scent of the month that I did not warm. I just wasn't interested in it at that time. And it wasn't hitting my nose right back then, but it is hitting my nose right now. So I like it just fine. So yeah, at this point, number 9 and on, I like all of these scents. Like, there are no scents moving forward that I don't like. I like this one. I just don't like it as much as the next ones. Next, we have Sweet Orange and Evergreen. This one is November scent of the month, and it is Festive Fresh Cut Evergreens decked with sweet orange and warm cedarwood. Invite you to a quintessential winter night in the woods category. This one is just nice. Like, it's a nice, it kind of reminds me of like Black Forest Pine, kind of that deep, kind of fresh pine. It's very nice. It does have some citrus to it and some freshness. I almost get like a coolness to it. What would that be? Nothing in there that I can see, but there is almost a coolness to it, and it could be like a cool citrus maybe, but I don't get sweet orange. Like, sweet orange to me is more like the Satsuma mandarin note in like Wild for Fall, whereas this to me is more like a zesty citrus or like a cool citrus. It's got like almost like a cool bite to it, and I do like it. Yeah, this one warmed really nicely as well. I quite enjoyed that. So that is my number 8 pick. And that is the November scent. It is still available, as is Cinnamon Pine Cones. Next up, we have April scent of the month in the number 7 spot. This is Ruby Nectarine, which is juicy nectarine and ruby apple blended with pear blossom, put a fresh spin on fruity. So this one was a very fruity scent. Yes, it is. It does have a little bit of a fresh, crisp quality to it, like almost like a watery fruitiness to it. It's very good. It is juicy. I would describe it as juicy. I think it's the pear blossom that's giving it that kind of fresh, kind of watery crispness to it. It's nice. It's bright. It's a fantastic performer. It does very well. The reason it's number 7 for me and not higher is sheerly because when this came out, it was April. Well, it came out in March for April. So I got the kit in March, which is still like literally the middle of winter where I am. So it was weird to have that scent in winter. I would have preferred this in like May, June, somewhere in there. That being said, I do really like it. I like it a lot. There's a lot of fruity scents I like. I love very few fruity scents. So while I enjoy this very much, I will continue to warm it. It's a fantastic performer. If you like fruity scents, I think you need to give it a try or warm the ones you have. I don't love most fruity scents, so it doesn't fall super high on my ranking, but I did really enjoy it. And it was a great performer. Next we have number 6, and this one could have alternated with Ruby Nectarine. Like these two are like neck and neck. But this one did go into my number 6 place, and this is Sun Ripened Berry. The reason I put it in number 6 instead of Ruby Nectarine is because of its mixing potential. It has really good mixing potential. So Sun Ripened Berry is a refreshing scoop of orange sorbet sprinkled with sun-ripened raspberries and strawberry sugar, and it's a fruity bar. This one's really nice. It's like a nice raspberry scent, like a juicy, like berry scent. It's very nice. Sweet, berry. I don't get orange sorbet, but I do get the strawberry and the raspberry. Yeah, I really like it. I also really like this one for mixing. It's great on its own. It's just a nice all-purpose berry bar. So that one does take my number 6 spot. Performance on this one, I remember being kind of average, so it was about a day just fine. Number 5, we have a floral bar. Pink Lemon Water takes number 5. This one is the May bar, and it is rose water infused with refreshing lemon and a spoonful of sugar. This one was very unique, and I'm picky on florals. And this one was not a popular scent of the month, I don't think. Like, I think this is one of the less popular ones. But I really like it. Yes. It's so good. Oh, it's like summer in a bar. Okay, it's rose, but it's like rose soda. Like if you were to take like sparkling water, like soda water, and infuse it with like rose oil, and then put like a lemon wedge on the side, that is what this smells like. So it is quite rosy, but it has almost like an effervescence to it, and there is some sweetness for sure. Like there's some sugar there as well. It's very nice. I really like this. It's a great performer. Mixes very beautifully with like sugar or pink haze or anything like that. Any of your sweet bars. Yeah, it's a really pretty floral and a nice mixer floral as well. Number 4, we have Desert Tropics, the July bar. And this one I feel like was underrated. Like this is a really good scent. And at the time, I didn't really realize what we had because this one's really good. Yeah, I really enjoy this, but I only grabbed this one extra bar and I don't know why. I think I was just like so excited for the fall scent and I was so over summer by July that I just didn't want any more of this type of bar. This is close to a lot of the catalog bars. It kind of reminds me of Skinny Dippin' a little bit. It is, let me read the description. It is a bright array of tropical berries, dragon fruit, lush mango, and pineapple come alive after a desert rain. It is like a fresh, again, a little bit watery, like fresh tropical fruits. Like it is good. This one and Ruby Nectarine are both fruity. This one is more tropical fruity though, and really, really good. And the performance on this was very nice as well. I really enjoyed Desert Tropics. I kind of want to melt this now actually, but I'll probably save it for summer. Yeah, this one was good. This one is also very popular, I think. I feel like I remember this one being quite popular. And I believe Ruby Nectarine was also quite popular. Both are good performers. I would say Ruby Nectarine maybe a little bit stronger, but yeah, they were both good. I wish I had grabbed another extra, like maybe 2 or 3 bars of this rather than just the one, but what can you do? Now we are in the top 3 spots and all we have is bakery, which probably comes as no surprise. So number 3, we have the October scent of the month, Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. So Warm Pumpkin Drizzle is warm cloves, comfy cozy pumpkin with a drizzle of sweet maple syrup. Now in the scent pyramid for this one, there was also pineapple, and I do smell pineapple in this one. Yeah, I don't get the clove so much. If there is spice here, it's very gentle and very much in the background. What I do get is like that drizzle of maple, pineapple, and like cake. I don't even get pumpkin so much. I get like pineapple upside down cake. Yeah, it's like caramelized edges, pineapple, and like a cakey note, like pineapple upside down cake is what I smell. I really enjoy this one. This is not like a club worthy scent for me, but it's a very enjoyable one. I think this is a nice one for like a rainy day in like any cool month, even like the summer on a rainy day, because it it is pumpkin drizzle, so it is kind of a fall type scent, but it isn't, like, don't let the name fool you. The name is very fallish. The scent is more just like cozy bakery. I think you could get away with this on a like cool rainy day in the summer just fine. It's very nice. So really like that one. Number 2, we have June scent. This is red, white, and berry pie. This is a sweet slice of ripened cherry and red raspberry baked with vanilla. And this one is bakery. I would also say fruity. It's kind of both. This one is so good. I do have this one in my club right now. It's gonna have to go into a death match with maraschino sugar cookie because they're pretty similar, but I really do love this one. Yeah, this one's so good. I think the difference is maraschino sugar cookie is butterier. It has more of like a buttery cookie note, where this one doesn't have that so much. And you don't get a lot of crust here either. It's more of that filling, and less cherry. Well, it still has cherry, but there's more raspberry here too. This one is more like juicy berry. Like it makes like your cheeks tingle almost. It's really good. I love this one. This one's fantastic. I could warm this any time of year. Just love it. And then my number 1 scent of the month is probably not a surprise. September scent of the month, Gimme Candy, is a sweet confection of caramelized sugar, golden honey, and sweet buttercream. Makes for the ultimate sugar rush in the bakery category. This one is so good. It is like candy corn in a bar. And it is so sweet. And the reason this one took number 1 for me, well, because I used 10 bars of it this season, was one reason. But also, it's such a good mixer and it's so good on its own. It's so versatile. So like anything you want to add some sweetness to, this will do it. I haven't found anything yet that it doesn't mix well with. It mixes well with everything. Now that I'm thinking about it, you could probably make a really weird mix with like pink lemon water, and this would probably not be great. It would be weird. But most things that you put this with is going to be good. Like it's just a good mixing bar. I love it so much. And on its own, it's just like sweet candy corn. It's so good. And like, again, it does lean a little bit September, October because of the Halloween vibes to it. But I think you could mix with this any time of year and be just fine. It's just kind of a candy sweet scent with that kind of caramel edge. It does have a definite caramel edge. It's not just candy sweet. It is candy sweet, but it also has caramel. So yeah, oh, I love it. I just can't get enough of this one. So that one is my favorite scent of the month of the year, along with red, white, and berry pie and warm pumpkin drizzle. This bar and red, white, and berry pie are club bars for me. So the top 2 are club bars for me. And like I said, there was only a couple I really didn't love this year. Like the scent of the months, I, for the most part, liked. It was actually pretty hard because I could figure out my top 3 were easy and my bottom 2 were easy. But in between, they were all kind of just good. I just liked them all, and it was hard to kind of pin them down into a place. So by process of elimination, I did. And that was what I came up with. If I had to guess to the popularity, like I haven't seen official numbers. I don't know what was the most popular this year. But I do know that among my customers, Gimme Candy was quite popular. Glacier Water, not so much. But again, Glacier Water was during that kind of like transition season. August is a tough month because we're kind of just awaiting for that new catalog. I do feel like Cinnamon Pine Cones is well received overall. I think I'm the only person I've heard of that doesn't, well, I've got friends who don't like it too. And no one in my real life likes this one. Everyone that sniffed it to me is like, ooh. But everyone here on YouTube seems to love it. So on YouTube, it seems to be well received. Among people I know in real life, not so much. But yeah, different regions, different preferences. Yeah, ooh. But yeah, again, regional differences. People have different preferences in different parts of the world, different areas. That one's just not for me. I feel like Ruby Nectarine was very popular. Again, Sun Ripened Berry, reasonably so. And Desert Tropics was one that I feel like a lot of people really liked. I just missed the boat on this one. Like I remember being on vacation when this one was out and just like not really paying attention to Scentsy as much during that couple week period. And yeah, I think I missed the boat because this one is very good. As far as summer scents go, like I'm not a big summer scent person. Like, I like a lot of summer scents. I like most summer scents. Like, I like fruity scents. Those are all good. But my absolute favorite scents of all time are always the fall winter scents. And so, as much as I really like Desert Tropics, this would never be a club bar for me. It might be one of my favorites. Like, if this was a catalog bar, it might be one of my favorite catalog bars. But it wouldn't be one that I club in the off season. Because, like, for fruity scents, I feel like there's so many that fill that need for me. This one is really good. It's really good. But I feel like fruity scents are so, like, any fruity scent will fill a fruity scent need for me. Whereas, like, bakery and spice and, like, floral and fresh, I'm much pickier with. So I have specific favorites that I club. But for fruity, I like pretty much most fruity. So I don't need, like, specific ones. The surprise for me of the bunch was Sweet Orange and Evergreen. I did not order a consultant kit of this because I didn't think I would like it enough to have more than one bar of it. I wish I had, because I would have sold a few and I would have kept a few for myself and I could have used a few. So yeah, I really like Sweet Orange and Evergreen. So if you're opposed to pine tree scents, or maybe not that, if you're opposed to scentsy pine tree scents usually, give this one a try. Sweet Orange and Evergreen. Because I am usually opposed to Scensy's pine notes. I do like this one. I really do. And Wild for Fall's another one. That is not a scent of the month. That was a harvest trio, but both really good pine tree scents. So Scentsy has nailed it with the pine trees this season. I know last year we had so many pine tree scents, like so many. And this season I feel like we have less. It's more of like a reasonable number of pine tree scents. Some new, some old. It's reasonable. But yeah. So that is my yearly roundup for the scent of the month scents and my ranking of them overall. And I love to hear what people's favorites and least favorites are. So I'd love to hear below what your favorite scent of the month was and your least favorite. And if it was like, and overall, if you were happy with the scents of the month. There was a couple where I felt like they could have been different points in the year, but overall, I feel like they did a good job with the scents of the month this year. The only thing I would have said is Ruby Nectarine could have come later in the summer or later in the spring. But other than that, like, no complaints. It was a good year for scent of the month. I feel like they did a decent balance of all the different scent categories, and represented people's preferences well in there. Like 3 bakery scents, I feel like bakery is a popular category, so 3 bakery scents seems about right. They represented a lot of fruity. Fruity tends to be very popular, so that seems about right. We got 1 spice woods, or 1 spice, which is about right. People tend to be hit or miss on spice in real life. On YouTube, I feel like people like spice more, but we're all like scent connoisseurs, so. Woods, they did a couple, so that was good. And in the winter, which is I think the right time for that. Fresh and floral kind of loaded into the beginning of the year, which I think is about right. You want kind of those fresh and florals in the early part of the year. I think they did a good job. So overall, good year for scent of the month. I can't wait to see what they have for next year. We know for a fact that January scent of the month is Pineapple Rose. Rose is hit or miss for me, and I think rose makes a lot of people nervous. But pineapple is a very good scent, and I think rose with something sweet is usually really good. So I'm very excited to see what they come up with for Pineapple Rose. I think it should be good. We will see in the new year. So again, thanks so much for watching. We will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.